Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aries, March 9, 2023. The full moon today brings illumination to your life, especially in the areas of creativity, friends, romance, and personal goals. There can be an epiphany or final word on a matter. It can be an eyes wide open time regarding a romantic or creative issue. You may have been feeling stuck, and this leads to an epiphany about enjoying yourself more fully. It's a time to embrace your feelings and let them guide you. Others may demand your attention, and there can be a scurry of activity. You may have been feeling stuck, and this leads to an epiphany about enjoying and expressing yourself more fully. This full moon opens your heart to buried feelings and your eyes to situations that need your attention. It can be a time for announcing or discovering love or a project close to your heart. One of the most important full moons of the year has arrived for you. As the full moon sings in the night, she will whisper prayers and incantations from your solar house of true love, romance, passion, and fertility. In recent days and the ones to come, singles must use this energy to put themselves out there and line up new suitors who could inflame their hearts. True love could be right around the corner. However, couples can use this gorgeous energy to have more fun together, enjoy time with children, pursue a pregnancy, or engage in more recreation together. Look at what you have created. You may have been more focused on honing your skills, working on passion projects, and finding your creative groove at work over the last 6 months. As this chapter comes to a close during the full moon in Virgo today, reflect on how far your creative endeavors and talents have come in such a short amount of time. Meanwhile, you may feel like all of your hard work over the last few years is evident in your career path as Saturn leaves Aquarius for Pisces. Saturn's departure from your career sector today won't just leave it empty for the first time since 2020, but this will end his partnership with Mars in your income sector. With Mars not leaving until later in the month and with his drive to fight for what you deserve only increasing, this brings you to a point where you have everything you need professionally and can now make it more about the money. You have a great quality, the virtue of acceptance. Though not always forgiving after a bad experience, you are open to almost anything new. This is an excellent time to ask yourself what new avenues of physical activity you would like to open up to. The goal will be to choose something you are able to stick with. If you want to explore a higher level of what you are currently doing, open up to that possibility as well. If you've been considering a course of some sort, this is a great day to enroll. There's no time to take active steps towards increasing your knowledge. In fact, you're apt to find you can absorb new material much more readily under the influence of this essence. Whether the interest you have is learning skills that will serve you in the workplace, or a hobby that you'd like to take up, get things going for yourself. It is just as a full moon in a playful and creative part of your chart is fighting for your attention in the heart of the working week, Saturn leaves your career sector. It is not that the professional gods are giving up, and instead, this will see things continue to evolve on the income and job fronts until Pluto's return to your career sector later in the month will pick up from where Saturn leaves off. This will, however, make it easier to embrace today's playful and creative lunar vibes and Pluto's final weeks in an adventurous part of your chart. The moon is still in your romantic sector, but as it comes off from the peak of the full moon, some of the tension or intensity will drop back. While there is no planetary activity in your romantic sector, with the dwarf planet Ceres retrograding back in later in the month and Venus, the planet of love, returning to Taurus next week, these romantically charged lunar vibes are the start of something special. Our eyes in the sky. Today, the celestial sphere is offering us a unique opportunity to dive deep into our analytical nature, thanks to the full moon in Virgo that shone brightly this morning. As the 6th sign of the zodiac, Virgo represents precision, organization, and attention to detail. So, under this lunar influence, we are encouraged to embrace these qualities and focus on refining our skills and systems. In addition to the full moon, we also have a significant planetary shift to take note of. Saturn, the planet of authority and structure, is now moving into Pisces, where it will reside for the next 2 years. This transition can have a profound impact on our emotional well-being, as Pisces is a water sign known for its sensitivity and introspection. With Saturn in Pisces, we can expect a period of emotional refinement and controlled escapism. Our passions and fantasies may blend with our reality, creating a sense of wonder and spiritual liberation. This can be a time to harness our deepest desires and use them to manifest the life we truly want. Overall, these cosmic events offer us a chance to tap into our analytical and emotional sides, combining them to create a powerful force for growth and manifestation. By embracing our strengths and refining our weaknesses, we can navigate the coming days with grace and confidence. So let's lean into this energy and see where it takes us. During the new moon in Pisces on February 19th, we were invited to explore our personal relationship with magic, opening ourselves up to the mystical realm of the universe. However, as we emerge from the deep end of the cosmic pool and into the light of the Virgo full moon, we are reminded to get grounded and establish a solid foundation for our dreams and aspirations. Without structure, even the most numinous ideas are destined to remain as mere fantasies. But with the proper organization in place, they can become a reality. This full moon reminds us that it's time to get organized and take action towards manifesting our goals. It's important to note that there's no need to beat ourselves up for any perceived lack of progress or lost time. Everything has its own time and place, and the period of fantasizing and daydreaming was necessary to clarify our goals and intentions. The imagination served as a crucial tool to guide us towards what was truly possible. Now, events or interactions in our lives may push us to take our plan to the next level. The Virgo full moon forms a trine with Uranus, the planet of innovation and change, providing additional inspiration and opening us up to surprise encounters that can further stimulate our creativity. It's important to remember that even if something now materializes as a result of our efforts, the design process will likely be ongoing. The journey towards manifesting our dreams is a gradual one, and we must enjoy every step of the way, embracing the evolving process of bringing our desires to fruition. So let's use the grounding energy of this Virgo full moon to establish the necessary structures to support our visions, and trust that the universe will continue to guide us towards our highest good. In the morning, Saturn, the planet of duty and responsibility, enters Pisces. The last time Saturn graced the sign of the fishes was in the spring of 1996. Many of you born between 1993 and 1996 will shortly be going through your Saturn returns, a period of maturation and rising into your authority. Saturn's serious energies are somewhat diffused within nebulous Pisces. Saturn likes structure, and Pisces prefers fantasy. Saturn likes discipline, and Pisces prefers taking the compassionate approach. Saturn will transit Pisces until May 24, 2025, and again from September 1, 2025 to February 13, 2026, during which time we will need to negotiate these extremes. Who do we consider reliable spokespeople within religion and media? How might we develop our creative capacity or relationship to spirituality? Whose rules do you follow, and why? What do you really believe in? All these questions, and more, are within the domain of Saturn in Pisces.